In the bustling city of Crestwood, where skyscrapers touched the clouds and the streets buzzed with life, there was a man who lived in the shadows of numbers and ledgers. His name was Arthur Whitmore, a renowned auditor known for his sharp mind and unwavering dedication to uncovering financial fraud. Arthur was the kind of man who could spot a discrepancy in a sea of numbers, and his reputation had earned him both respect and enemies. One chilly autumn evening, Arthur was found dead in his office. The police arrived to find him slumped over his desk, a half-empty cup of coffee beside him. At first glance, it appeared to be a heart attack, but Detective Clara Hayes, a seasoned investigator with a knack for solving complex cases, wasn't convinced. Something about the scene felt off. Clara began her investigation by interviewing Arthur's colleagues. She learned that Arthur had been working on a high-profile audit for Crestwood's largest corporation, Silverline Industries. The company had been under scrutiny for alleged financial misconduct, and Arthur was close to uncovering the truth. His sudden death raised suspicions. The autopsy report revealed traces of a rare poison in Arthur's system. It was a substance that could easily be disguised in food or drink, and it left no immediate signs of foul play. Clara knew this was no accident. Arthur had been murdered. Her first suspect was Victor Langston, the CEO of Silverline Industries. Victor had a lot to lose if Arthur's audit exposed the company's secrets. Clara paid him a visit at his lavish penthouse. Victor was calm and composed, denying any involvement in Arthur's death. "I had nothing to do with it," he said. "Arthur was a brilliant auditor, but his death is a tragedy, not a conspiracy." Clara wasn't convinced. She dug deeper into Victor's background and discovered that he had a history of shady business deals. But without concrete evidence, she couldn't make an arrest. Next, she turned her attention to Arthur's assistant, Emily Carter. Emily had been with Arthur for years and knew the ins and outs of his work. Clara found her distraught and tearful. "Arthur was like a father to me," Emily said. "I would never harm him." But Clara noticed a flicker of unease in Emily's eyes. She decided to keep a close watch on her. As Clara sifted through Arthur's files, she found a hidden folder labeled Silverline. Inside were detailed notes and evidence of embezzlement and fraud within the company. Arthur had been on the verge of exposing a massive scandal. But who had access to his office? Who could have poisoned him? Clara's breakthrough came when she discovered a security camera in the hallway outside Arthur's office. The footage showed Emily entering the office late at night, just hours before Arthur's death. She was carrying a small vial, which she discreetly emptied into his coffee cup. Confronted with the evidence, Emily broke down. "I didn't want to do it," she sobbed. "Victor threatened me. He said if I didn't stop Arthur, he would ruin my life. I had no choice." Clara arrested Emily and Victor, bringing them to justice for their roles in Arthur's murder. The case of the auditor's end was solved, but it left a bitter taste. Arthur Whitmore had dedicated his life to uncovering the truth, only to be silenced by those who feared it. As Clara stood outside Arthur's office, she couldn't help but feel a sense of respect for the man who had paid the ultimate price for his integrity. The city of Crestwood would remember him not just as an auditor, but as a hero who fought for justice until his very last breath.